What is up, beautiful people? My name is Lunsford, and welcome back to another magic trick review here on the channel. Today we're talking about Angelo Carbone's new app that he put, well, it's new, it's a new version of it because it got released way back when, but now Magic SMS is out. Well, it's out again, and now I'm going to talk to you about what do I think of this. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this review of Magic SMS right now. First off, you need to know what actually is Magic SMS. Well, here's what it looks like. You tell your friend that you know someone who is a psychic and that you want to put him to the test. You ask your friend to freely think of any color in any playing card. Nothing is spoken or written down. You send a text message to your psychic friend asking him to guess what your friend is thinking of. You then turn off your phone and put it aside. You both patiently wait for the text message to arrive. Moments later, an SMS does arrive. The preview message in the lock screen shows that it is indeed from your psychic friend. Now that the message has arrived, you ask your friend for the first time to confirm what they have thought of. You ask your friend to pick up your phone because you don't want to touch it, and to read the full reply. They will be utterly amazed to see that the psychic friend has correctly guessed both the freely thought of color and playing card. From the brilliant idea and creation of Angelo Carbone, this app was developed by magician and developer Alessandro Albergo. What will you be receiving if you decide to purchase Magic SMS? Well, you'll be getting the app and the instructions that come with it. Now that you know what Magic SMS is and what you'll be receiving, let's talk about some more questions you may have, such as how difficult is it to perform? Magic SMS is pretty easy to do. It will take a little bit of memory work, and by that I mean there's just a little bit of things you have to remember, but there's mnemonics associated with it and it's not hard to remember, and it's really only like 10 things. So just be warned, there is just a teeny bit of memory work, but like I said, it's not hard. There's mnemonics associated with it, so that way you have an easier time remembering it. So I wouldn't let that scare you away. But how difficult is it to actually execute? It's not difficult at all. I mean, obviously the app does the work, and you just have to make sure that the app knows what it needs to produce, and that's all I'm going to say about that. How are the angles for Magic SMS? The angles are pretty good. There's one point towards the beginning of the routine where you kind of have to hold your phone a little close to your chest at the beginning, but I will say that by the end of it, it's not really an issue. So in the beginning, there is a part where you kind of got to hold your phone a little bit close to your chest, so your angles are, if you want it to be 360, I guess they could be, but you kind of need to hold your phone a little bit like this if they are 360. If not, then, you know, if you got people just in front of you, that's perfect, because then you can just hold your phone up, do whatever you need to do, put your phone down, and now you're good to go. Is Magic SMS examinable? In a way. I mean, you don't want to let them just hold your phone and go through everything and, you know, really truly examine it and try to like swipe around with a bunch of different things. But if they want to read the text conversation with your friend prior to like prove that it really is a real conversation, they can look at that, and there's other stuff that they can read. So there is a way to kind of make it examinable, but I wouldn't really hand this to my spectator and be like, yeah, examine it, you know, check it out, go through it. Like, obviously that's not the case here. What's the setup like? The setup is really easy. Initially, you will have to do just like take 10 minutes to set up the app accordingly. Like, put in your lock screen and like all your text conversation stuff. But then per performance, what is your setup like? It's instant pretty much. I mean, you go into the app, you open it, you get ready to perform, go into it. That's all it takes. Are there any negatives about Magic SMS? I mentioned a little bit of memory work you have to do earlier, so if that kind of scares you, then that might be a negative for you. But try not to let it scare you. I mean, there's not many things you have to memorize. Like I said, it's pretty easy to do. Now, another negative I will say is I wish there was more video content associated with the tutorial. I mean, in this day and age, I feel like there's really no excuse to not have a extensive video tutorial to go along with a Magic app, or really any Magic product these days, unless it's a book. And even then, some books I know now have video tutorials for some of the things inside of them. So I really think that in this day and age of video, I would really like to see a really well thought out tutorial video inserted with this, but unfortunately that's not there. One of the positives about Magic SMS, I like that you can kind of mimic and make fake conversations in the app to make it look like your real text, that you've gone through and had with these conversations with other people. I like that. I like that they could examine it to that extent. That's a nice convincer, and I think that's something that is really cool they added in there. What should Magic SMS retail as? Well, currently it's going to set you back about $42 US, and is that a fair price? I think it's a little pricey for what it is. I mean, it's not like it's a texting app that allows you to predict any text that you want to. You are limited to a card and a color. So, I mean, do with that what you will, but personally I think it's a little overpriced. I'd say more like $30 to $35 would have been a more fair price for that. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. I really do appreciate it, so thank you for that. And if you want to purchase Magic SMS, the link to do it is in the description down below. I'd like to thank Angelo Carbone for allowing me to have this product, so that way I can do this review. A few beautiful people out there, and like I said, if you got something out of it, then definitely please drop a like on this video. It really does help me out. And you can comment down below what you want to see in the future. I'd love to hear that as well. But thanks so much again for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in another review that I post on the channel sometime soon. And remember, be nice to people. See ya.